Kristen.
And I'm Gavin.
This is Mara.
And this is Roe.
And we are Nimbus 2000.
So this is our 2017 Ram ProMaster 2500.
So we got the van in 2020. It took about a year to build it out while we were working our full-time jobs at night and on the weekends. And we were just ready to spend more time together and see the country. And after COVID, we were just ready to explore again.
And we launched a company together, so we wanted to spend time going to the different cities across the United States trying to promote our idea. Yeah, so Kristen and I got married about in June of last year. And again, one of the reasons why we built the van is so that we can spend time together. Both of us, not speaking for myself hopefully, but we both love to spend time together, and we love being in the van together and spending all of our time together.
So starting inside our sliding door, we have our kitchen. So we made our kitchen a little bit narrower so that we had more space to walk around in the van. So we have our little sink here, which was a little bit tricky to find one that was small enough to fit in here, but it's worked out great so far. Have our sink here, and this detaches so we can use it as like an outdoor shower or to wash the dogs. Not that we really have used it yet, but someday it'll come in really handy. So all of this water is on our pump, and we have 4 7-gallon tanks under here that we can just open this door and easily access and dump and fill. And we have 1 gray water tank and then 3 freshwater tanks. And then over here, for when we're cooking, since it is kind of narrow, we have a table that just pops up so we can prep here and then bring out our stove and put it on the other side of the counter, and it's a perfect working space. And then in here we just have extra storage for like the dog food and some of our bigger games and some of our cookware, some pots and pans. Here is our LED strip lights. So this is our switch. It's just on a dial so we can adjust it to however we want it. And then this is like our little kitchen area. In the backsplash we were able to cut our tiles and grout it all ourselves, which was actually a really fun learning experience. So we love doing that together. And then up here is where we keep all of our bowls, silverware, plates, all that kind of kitchen stuff. And we built this a little bit shorter just so that when we're cooking we can have a little headspace and still enough room to hold everything that we needed. Since we had a smaller kitchen area, we didn't want a stove that was always there, so we got an induction stovetop that we can just pull out and plug in and use whenever we need it. So we store that right here under our bed. And yeah, so it fits perfectly on our counter space, and we can just plug it in right here. And then when we have the flip up, we have plenty of room to prep. So down here, right below the induction top, we have our fridge. So we have a little lock latch so that doesn't come flying out when we drive. You just press that, open it up. It's a Costway chest fridge, so we can last about a week or 2 out on the road, and it just fits a bunch of our food and has different dividers, so it works out really well for us, and it has the eco mode, so it's not too bad for our electrical too. So in here is our big storage closet. So we just wanted to have a place to keep all of our bathroom products and all of our medicine, cleaning stuff, some just different odds and ends that need a home. So this is our nice big floor-to-ceiling storage. This is our living room office space. So this kind of started just to have a place to work for us, and then mainly for the dogs underneath. So they both like having their crate to sleep in. They feel really comfortable, so they have their own little space below, and then we get our bench up here. So we have our nice work table, and it's on a lagoon swivel, so that's worked out really nicely. And then our bench is super long, so we can both spread out, play games, eat, work, and have enough space. Over here we have our heater for our power and dial, and just some charging plugs and ports. With the dogs below the bench, we knew we were losing some storage space for our food and different other items that we wanted to bring, so we built some storage behind the bench, so we get to put bread and different rice and tuna packets and all that kind of stuff. We just kind of put back here, and it goes down to where the dogs area starts, so it's a good amount of storage for the length of the bench. Here we have our 2 bookshelves. So we made these from a bunch of our scrap wood from the different countertops and different parts of the build. So we just stained them to match the counter and the ceiling, and this is our bookshelf, and then this is going to be a plant shelf, but we ended up just storing a bunch of our coffee there because we had a bunch. This is our bed, and we have a full-size mattress. We are able to sleep sideways, and we built bump outs so that even Gavin can sleep sideways, even though he's 5'10". So the ProMaster is a little bit wider, so we really liked that. And we built it so high so that we can put a bunch of storage in the garage. And the garage is nice and packed with all the extra stuff that we just need sometimes for camping and chairs and stuff. Up here we have our his and her closet, so we just have our cubbies for different clothes and store like all of our pants and shirts and all that kind of stuff up there. Above the bed we have our fans. We have 2 fans just to keep some good airflow for the dogs, and then one just above the bed to keep us nice and cool while we're sleeping. We have our cabinets on this side, but we didn't put any in on this side so we could put our heads and lean against the wall over here and not hit our heads. And we also made this not too high so you can still sit up in bed and kind of play games up here and hang out too on our bed.
Since we needed to work in here and since we needed to cook using an induction stovetop, we needed a lot of energy. So underneath here we have all of our electrical equipment. We have 3 Battleborn batteries, that is a 300 amp hour battery bank. We have a Victron Multiplus inverter and charger, and we also have a B2B charger, which allows me to charge the batteries while we're driving. Up top we have 440 watts of solar panels.
Thank you so much for checking out our van tour.
And if you want to follow along on our travels, you can check out our Instagram, which is Nimbus2000. And also in our bio in our Instagram is our company Instagram, which is Clyde Rings.
We hope to see you guys on the road.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
I hope you enjoyed that video. If you hadn't noticed, we do sell an ebook for how to convert a van. It has over 190 pages of detailed instructions and diagrams, also 25 video tutorials which are specifically for the ebook buyer. Creating a van for many people is obviously a really intimidating project, but I really believe, and I've seen it time and time and time again, that with the right information, anyone can turn out with a pretty decent van conversion. So check the link in the description, subscribe to the channel if you are not already, and drop us a comment if you like this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.